Hey, darling. Say, you spoken to any of the people around that old theater? Those glazed eyes, creepy smiles. You read any of their little pamphlets? I tell you, they ain't right in the head.
What's with the outfit?
Felt a tad underdressed after our last adventure, what with the bullets flying everywhere and such. Anyway, as I said in my message, I've been unable to get our comm hub running. Honestly, given the state of it, I'm not surprised. Tech like that ain't designed to be left sitting around unused. Too many of its components have seized up or just degraded over time.
Anything I can do to help?
As a matter of fact, yeah, there is. If we want more out of ASAMs, we need a comm hub that works. But as it is, I don't have what we'd need to repair the one we have. However, fortune has smiled upon us. A friend of mine discovered where we might find a second comm hub, in better condition. As well as a nice stockpile of ASAM products to boot. So if you'd care to join me, I want to go check this place out.
Is there anything else I should know?
Well, this probably isn't going to fill you with confidence over my abilities, but... honestly, I've never seen anything like the comm hub before. Its technology is so far beyond anything I've seen in the Commonwealth, it's ridiculous. Whoever designed that thing was a genius. But because it's so advanced, we'd have a hell of a time finding replacement parts to repair it with. That's why I'm hoping we can find a second comm hub in better condition. Because otherwise, I'm not sure I'll be able to repair the one we have. Sorry to unload on you, but you did ask. Anyway, you ready to head out?
Sounds good. Let's go.
I knew I could count on you. With luck, we may just find ourselves a working comm hub. Or at the very least, a few ASAM goodies. Here, let me update your Pip-Boy map. There we go. All right, lead on.
Darling, are you sure about this? I am not a normal girl.
My dear, you're perfect. I only wish I had realized that sooner.
Then by the power invested in me, I pronounce you man and wife.
You helped me make a very big decision. Thank you. I think I know what this love is now.
Everybody, I need everyone's attention. I would like to address the subject that is on everyone's mind. And that is the disgusting article Piper has written. Diamond City united for over 150 years. And what keeps us united are two things. First is the great green guardian behind me, the Wall, our protector and our savior from the filth of the outside. And second is our faith and trust in each other. The faith and trust that has given us prosperity, security, and education for every citizen. And while the paper might point their fingers at synths and other ghost stories to drive us apart, we will not betray this sacred trust. Now, I want everyone to hear these next words very carefully. I am not a synth. I am the same flesh and blood boy who grew up on these streets, who was born in a shack just down the waterfront to Martha and Patrick McDonough. And I will not abandon my city due to the heinous allegations of the press. God bless this city. God bless the Wall.
Shit.
Hey, where do you think you're going? Now you better answer if you want to keep those teeth.
What's with the attitude?
Typical Wastelander. Not showing respect where it's due.
Will you just leave them alone? We're not meant to start trouble with the locals.
Yeah? Well, how do we know this ain't the man we're looking for?
Because she's a woman, Malcolm.
God, you son of... You got lucky this time, Wastelander. I better not see your face again.
Another new client. Don't be shy now. No need to stay in the waiting room. Come sit your hip self down. Okay. How about some pie? Oh yeah! I like that look. The kind that says, don't start trouble with me unless you're cruising for a bruising. I can tell you're a chick with her head on straight. The smart, sophisticated type who really understands the way of things.
Nice to meet a friendly face.
You don't get just a friendly face, my friend. You get the whole package deal. The face, the talent, the unrivaled resourcefulness. You get the run!
You have information I need.
Well, of course I do. Wait. Say. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling you were sent here by Jake.
What do you know about him?
Oh, Jake? That hound dog's a good guy. One of my best clients. I'm not gonna pretend I understand all this ASAM stuff he's doing, but he's got his reasons, and the Commonwealth's better off for it. Oh yeah! So, did Jake send you or not?
That's why I'm here.
When you're right, baby! And 9 times out of 10, the run is usually right. Gotta say, I'm surprised to see Jake partner up with someone. Always struck me as the lone wolf kind of guy, you know? But any friend of Jake's is a friend of the Ron's. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. The reason I asked Jake back here was so I could share some information. But since you're his partner, I can tell you the info instead. For a price. After all, I'm running a business here.
You've got my attention. Let's hear it.
As Jake tells it, you and he are building up settlements together. Now that's cool and all. But he's off the gas for a second. Have you stopped to think about the people joining those settlements? After all, It's the people that make a town. And surely you want the best and brightest, right?
Of course.
Huh? But you can't always tell who's hip just by looking. Or can you? You ever heard of a Vigor tester? It's a kind of science machine, cooked up by pre-war nerds. It can measure a person's attributes. Use it to scan someone, and it can tell if they're as strong as a Deathclaw, or as weak as a kitten. Smart as an AI, or as dumb as a mutant. Pretty rad! A useful device, especially for some cool cat wanting to find the cream of the crop. Just so happens, the Ron knows where to find one of these Vigor testers. And I'm willing to tell you where it is. However, there is a small matter of payment for this information. 300 caps. Sound fair?
Any chance I can get it for free?
Well, I suppose there'd be no harm in giving you a free sample of the comprehensive information resource that is the Ron. Oh, yeah. First things first, take this folder. That's all the info the Ron could dig up on the Vigor tester. Now, according to the Ron's records, last known location of the tester was Vault 81. But dig this! That vault's still active, still has residents inside. So, common courtesy says, you knock first. If you can get inside, ask someone in charge about the tester. If it's still there, chances are they'd know. On a side note, if you're looking for able settlers, I got a few leads you might be interested in. Here, this info's on the house.
Thank you. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Ask, and you shall receive. Oh yeah! Since it appears Jake is busy, I suggest pursuing the Vigor tester yourself. If you don't know where Vault 81 is, it's near the old Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. Just look for all the water. You can't miss it.
Thanks for your help.
You are more than welcome. And remember, if you got information to buy or information to sell, then you come see the coolest cat in the Commonwealth, the Ron! You know, you're my favorite client.
Hold it right there. Vault 81 security. I don't know where you got your hands on a working Pip-Boy, but you better start talking.
I got it in Vault 111.
Vault 111? Haven't heard of that one yet. And what sort of business are you looking to take care of here in 81?
Just looking to do a little trading.
Is that so? And you expect me to believe that? Oh, Overseer.
Who is it, Edwards? Edwards here was just doing his job. I'm sure you can understand our need for caution. For newcomers, we like to operate on exchange. You help us, we help you.
I'm interested. What is it you need?
Fusion cores. 3, to be exact. You get the fusion cores, we grant the access.
I already have the fusion cores you need.
Really? Well then, I suppose I should say welcome. I'll be down to meet you at the entrance.
Come on, Gwen. My guys have been working doubles for weeks now. They need a break.
Everyone's working hard right now, Cal. You think I don't know that? Just do the best with what you can. That's all I'm asking.
Fine, I'll see what I can do. But you and I both know we can't keep going on like this.
Sorry about that. As you'll soon see, we have a few maintenance projects underway. Gwen McNamara, Overseer. Welcome to Vault 81. I admit, I didn't expect to see you wearing a vault suit. Did you come from one of the vaults? Is it still operational?
No. Not anymore.
I'm sorry to hear that. What happened there? Did something go wrong?
They had us cryogenically frozen in these pods. Did something malfunctioned?
Oh my god. All those lives lost due to some malfunction? That's unacceptable. I suppose we've been lucky. Here, we pride ourselves on having maintained a successful vault over these past 2 centuries. We'd like to be completely self-sufficient, but there are certain resources we can't provide ourselves.
I'm impressed you maintained a successful vault for this long.
Thanks. I owe it to the Overseers before me, but some here would disagree. A few believe opening the doors to the Commonwealth was a mistake.
Interaction is a good thing. The Commonwealth is improving.
So I've heard. But it's still got a long ways to go. That's why I like to use a give-and-take system. If outsiders are willing to help us, we're willing to help them. Speaking of, if you're ready, I can take those fusion cores from you.
Of course. Here they are.
Thank you. Dr. Pensky will greatly appreciate these. Now, I have work to do.
Ma'am, what about her friend and the dog?
I'll allow it. Security is already extra mindful as it is. If she's lived this long in the Commonwealth, I'm sure she's chosen her friends wisely. If you need anything else, I'll be in my office.
You should be flattered. Not everyone gets a personal welcome from the Overseer herself. Normally, that's my job.
So you must be the head of the Unwelcoming Committee.
I apologize for my tone. I didn't mean to be unsociable. I've just had a lot on my mind. Anyway, welcome to Vault 81. I'm Deputy Overseer Mansfield. If you've any questions or problems, please bring them to me. Otherwise, enjoy your time in the vault.
Can you take a look at these schematics?
Oh, goody. More junk from the Commonwealth for me to examine. All right, hand it over. I'll look. Oh, I know this device. It's the Vitamatic. The Vault's previous physician used it all the time. However, when Dr. Forsyth took over, he deemed the device too hazardous. Something about combustible tumors or some such. Is that why you're here? For the Vitamatic? If so, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. Even if we no longer use the device, it's a rare piece of technology. I can't just hand it over to some unwashed outsider.
Maybe we can reach an agreement.
Perhaps if you were to perform a number of services for the Vault. You see, a part of my job is making sure the Vault runs smoothly. This often means dealing with minor issues before they become a problem. If you've the wherewithal to solve a number of these issues, then I suppose I could justify giving you the Vitamatic as payment.
Sounds fair.
The first task I'd ask of you is rather mundane, but vital to the Vault's continued survival. You see, Our vault's reactors are kept running almost exclusively by a single robot, Old Rusty. However, due to his poor maintenance, Rusty requires a lot of oil to stay operational. A lot of oil. If you could bring, say, 10 units of oil to Old Rusty, that should ensure his continued operation, at least for a few months.
Surely there's room for compromise.
You've got the temperament of an overseer. Very well. 4 units of oil. Your next task would be a little more hands-on. Recently, the vault's been having some issues with its water supply. We've had to run the pumps at full power just to draw in enough water. And the water we do get is of questionable quality. I'd need you to check the intake pipe at the nearby reservoir, see if anything is blocking the water flow, and if it is, clear it. You may have to get a bit wet. If you manage to solve the issue, find and speak to Catelyn. She deals with the vault's plumbing.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
I'll believe it when I see it. If you do succeed, I'll have one more task for you. Finish that, and the Vitamatic will be yours. Off you go.
Haven't seen another Mr. Handy in a while
I don't know how you do it. Living out there?
No signs of radiation. Impressive.
Hey, Ashes. What are you doing up here? Ashes, where are you going? Ash! Damn it. Aaron's not going to like this. Is that your Pip-Boy? Better be.
Are you really from the Commonwealth?
Me? No, I'm from the moon. Still got cheese on my shoes.
I guess that was a dumb question. But I bet it's your first time here. I can show you around the vault if you want. Just 5 caps.
Okay. Give me the tour, Austin. Here's the caps.
Yes! I gotta show you to Erin. She's gonna flip. Follow me. We'll start over here. This is the depot. The Combs family run it. Erin and I are best friends. Her mom and dad fight a lot, so I don't like to go in there when they're around. But if you need something, they're the ones that have it.
What do they fight about?
I shouldn't tell you this, but everyone says Mr. Combs is sleeping with Tina. Mrs. Combs doesn't know, but he's always leaving her to do all the work while he hangs out with Tina. Next stop, the Overseer. I bet you killed a lot of strange things. Ooh, and raiders. I bet you fought raiders too. The Overseer's office is up there. They're busy up there, and they do not like to be bothered. She makes rules, but she's nice. I like her.
Does she take care of people that break the rules?
Security mostly takes care of the people who break the rules, but she's in charge of all of the security officers. It doesn't happen very often. Next stop, the diner. Now we gotta go downstairs. That's where the diner is. Everybody eats there. Sometimes it gets real crowded. The Somersets are nice though. You'll like them.
Hello, Austin. I see you're showing our guest from the Commonwealth around.
Yes, ma'am. This is the Sunshine Diner. Grant says that they'll take all of our hard work and turn it into swill. Mr. and Mrs. Somerset run the diner. They're pretty nice. Mrs. Somerset's pies are the best.
How is their food? Other than the pies.
I like it. Mrs. Somerset always sneaks me seconds.
I'll save you a slice of pie, Austin.
Next stop, Horatio. I told you they were nice. Do you like your hair? I like mine. I hate combing it, though. Gran makes me comb it.
Austin, that hair of yours is a mole rat's nest.
This is where Horatio fixes up people's hair. Aaron's mom comes here all the time. Gran hardly comes here at all. She makes me cut my hair, though. It's not fair.
Would he do my hair?
Sure, he can turn your hair into anything. I wanted him to make mine look like Skull, but Gran wouldn't let him. Next stop is Gran. Let's go see Gran. I live with her.
Bingo.
She's not my real grandmother, though. My parents died when I was real little. Hi, Gran.
Austin, what are you doing here? Are you bothering that stranger from the Commonwealth?
I'm not bothering her. I'm helping her. That's Gran. She takes care of me. You can call her Dr. Pensky. She acts all grumpy, but it's not for real.
Says you.
She runs our hydroponics lab. It's where we get all our food.
You don't get anything from the Commonwealth?
Nope. Gran grows it all here. She's really smart. Next stop, Miss Katie. Come on, hurry up. We gotta go to the other side of the vault. I'll show you where I go to school. I bet you didn't have to go to school. This is the school. Miss Katie runs it. It's boring most of the time, but Gran says I have to go anyway.
Your Gran is a smart woman, Austin.
Are there a lot of kids in the vault?
Not that many. The overseer says that we're using population control, whatever that is. Next stop is the medical clinic. Let's go downstairs. I'll show you the clinic. Doc Forsyth and Rachel are okay, I guess, but I don't go there unless I have to, or unless Gran makes me. This is our medical clinic. If you get hurt or sick, you come down here. Dr. Forsyth says I can't bother him or Rachel while they're working.
Did you ever get sick?
Just colds and stuff. Hardly anyone here gets sick. Mr. Somerset broke his foot once, though. They put a big cast on it, and he had to walk with crutches. Now we go see Erin. She's gonna be surprised when she sees you. Come on, this way. Erin and I spend a lot of time together. She didn't believe me when I said I would bring you to her. Erin, look who I found! The stranger from the Commonwealth.
Wow. You're really from the Commonwealth?
You're Austin's best friend?
We've been friends forever. There aren't a lot of other kids in the vault. Thanks for doing my tour. I was so cool to show you off to everyone.
as could every household.
Excuse me, ma'am? Have you seen my cat?
Pleasant memories.
I think he's left the vault. I saw him run by me when I got here.
Left the vault? Oh, please bring him back.
Hey, I'll find him for you.
Thank you. His name is Ashes. He's the sweetest little gray cat. I just want him to come home.
Hey. Hey, Codsworth.
There we are.
Your thoughts?
Relationships are a lot like algebra. You always look at your ex and try to figure out why.
That was it.
All right, then.
I wouldn't give for some real time.
Grant is in the bottomless pit when it comes to food.
Seeds. We need more seeds.
Hope that pit boy belongs to you.
He's looking pretty bad in there.
Never ends.
Oh, hey! You must be the outsider. I'm Catelyn, the vault's plumber. Or at least the closest thing 81 has to a plumber. I don't suppose Mansfield sent you here. I've been bugging him for weeks now to get someone on the water situation.
Yeah, I'm here to help.
Oh, good. It's about time someone did something. The vault's residents have started to complain about the water, and I don't know what to tell them.
The water?
Recently, the water pressure from the vault's intake line dropped. That's not a huge deal, it happens now and again. Usually, we just compensate by increasing power to the pumps. Then, when a work team's free, we send them out to clear any blockages. But this is the 5th time the pressure's dropped in the last few days. I don't know what keeps causing it, and all the work teams are busy. We do have water in storage tanks, but if we can't get the water pressure back up, we'll be emptying the tanks faster than we can fill them.
I've got to get going.
Okay, bye.
Now, where did I put those screws?
Our Commonwealth guest, welcome to the depot. And pardon the clutter, I don't get much time to tidy up these days.
No time? Why not?
Ugh, where to begin? When you're dealing with items that are all over 200 years old, work just accumulates like crazy. Some days it's all I can do to keep my head above water. But you probably don't want to hear about all that. Let me know if you want to take a look.
Do you run this place by yourself?
Well, there's my husband Halt, but once you need him, he's nowhere to be found. I swear the cat is more help than he is.
Why do you say that?
I really shouldn't get into it.
It's all right. You can tell me.
Halt's just changed. He's never around, always claiming he has some errands to run. Back when we first met, he seemed devoted till the end. He actually taught me everything I know when it comes to fixing things. He'd spend every minute he could with me, and of course Erin after we had her. Now, it's like we don't exist. and every conversation we have is a fight.
You'll get past this. Marriage can be hard work. He'll come around.
I hope you're right. It'd be nice if he was even around long enough to discuss it these days. Enough about me. I should get back to work. But let me know if I can help you with anything.
Not today.
I'm here if you do.
Oh, you're that new traveler. You must have had so many adventures out in the Commonwealth.
Every waking moment is an adventure out there.
Oh my. I knew it. My kids would love to hear some of them. Would you be willing to talk to my class?
I'd be glad to talk to him.
Marvelous. Stop by whenever class is in session. I'll just stop what I'm doing and turn the class over to you. We got a barber here if you need it. Let's say we do.
The work never ends in Vault 81.
Huh?
Do you wear your vault suit in the Commonwealth? Or just when you visit us?
Hey, all rusty.
How can I assist you? Warning, overdue for maintenance. Ahem. Pardon me.
This needs to be repaired.
What are you? Oh my.
There we go.
Oh, thank you, Mum. You are most considerate.
Need to check the water pumps again. The water smells funny.
Ugh, what I wouldn't give for just one evening of solitude.
Forgive me, Mum. I feel a weight descending on. Pow! You're here somewhere. That about takes care of that. Well, hello, Mum. Something's afoot.
Ashes, go home. Aaron misses you.
You're whipping up a new batch of pies
Hello
today?
again. Here to talk about our water problems?
You should have plenty of clean water now.
Was that you who cleared the water intake? I noticed the pressure's back to normal. I'm glad someone was able to do something. The water may still have a strange taste, but at least now we won't run out of it. Here, take this. I'm sure Mansfield's already paying you, but I want to give you a personal thank you.
For 40 years of marriage.
I can't wait to see how excited the kids will be.
Sorry about the maintenance. It never ends these days. Ashes! You found him! Thanks, ma'am! I was so worried about him.
You're welcome.
I'm so glad he's safe. Ashes! Bad kitty. I was so worried about you. And I bet Mom's gonna make me give you a bath. I know I don't like it either. But I'm just happy you're back.
Keep walking, outsider. Just because you wear a vault suit doesn't mean you're one of us.
Huh? Huh?
Hybridization. It's got to be a flaw in the hybridization.
I'll be damned if that whole duck isn't gonna need replacing.
Looking for a meal? See Maria. She runs the Sunshine Diner in the atrium.
I've been hearing good things about you. Old Rusty's running at peak efficiency, and the vault's water problems have been solved. I didn't expect such confidence from a Wastelander. I must say, I'm pleasantly surprised.
I'm glad I was able to help.
And helped you have. Now that you've demonstrated your ability to get a job done, I feel I can entrust you with something more important. If you complete this last task, I'll be happy to reward you with a Vitamatic.
Just tell me what you need done.
Ever since we opened the vault, our safety has been of chief concern. We routinely send out security patrols. But recently, one such patrol has yet to report in. She's not yet overdue, but still, I'm concerned. A mercenary crew resides in the area she was sent to scout, and they've caused trouble for us before. What I'd ask is that you find our wayward patrol and bring her safely back to the vault.
Why are you so worried about her?
Because the individual sent on this patrol is my sister. Don't get me wrong, she's more than capable of fending for herself, but as an older brother, I worry.
Do you know where I can find her?
Yes. Her patrol route was between here and Forest Grove Marsh, so she's most likely still there. But with the mercenaries recently claiming that area, she may be in trouble. Hopefully I'm just worrying over nothing, but if you decide to do this, I'd advise caution.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
No, good! Once you've found our missing patrol, report back to me and the Vitamatic is yours. Good luck!
Yeah?
I heard we had a trader in today.
Stay safe, man.
stocked up.
Oh, you're back. But I can't help but notice there's not a certain someone with you. What happened to the patrol?
They're dead. I'm sorry.
You're serious, aren't you? When she failed to report in, I knew something was wrong, but...
I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you.
No, it's not your fault. At least now we know what happened. Despite the circumstances, you did as much as you could. I and the rest of the Vault are grateful for your assistance. The Vitamatic is yours. You'll find it in the Vault's clinic. Dr. Forsyth has been informed you have permission to take it. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I need to update the Vault's records.
Don't want any trouble in 81.
Welcome, welcome. I hope I'm not being presumptuous, but I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you mind donating some medical samples? Even just a blood sample.
Why do you need medical samples?
It's for my research. The people of Vault 81 have been genetically isolated from the Commonwealth for many generations. I'm trying to determine what the genetic variation is between the two populations.
Sure. You can have some blood.
Excellent. Just have a seat, and I'll draw some blood. This'll only take a sec. There. Hardly hurt a bit, eh? Thank you. This will be a great help. Now, I need to get these prepared immediately.
Uh-oh.
Engaging hostile target.
Nah, don't mind the robot. It won't hurt you. Or at least, I don't think it will. I found it slumped in a corner in the Vault-Tec building. Figure I'd repair it. Let it give me a hand bringing back all the stuff we found.
Please contact an authorized repair representative immediately.
I didn't quite get around to fixing its vocal processor. Maybe later. Right now we've got more important stuff to be getting on with. How'd things go with the Ron? You have anything interesting for us?
Take a look.
Hey, I've seen one of these before. It's a vigor tester, right? Lets you measure a person's qualities. How'd they make it so tiny? One I used was the size of a whole cabinet. Hey, hold still for a sec. Well, according to this thing, you're nothing but a big bag of muscles.
I'm just a person, like everyone else.
Yeah, that's what they all say. The Ron really found this for us, did he? Not bad. This'll come in real useful. Help us assign the right people to work the right jobs. Here, you should keep hold of this. I think you'll put it to better use than me.
How are things here while I was gone?
Well, as you can see, I've been busy. I've been organizing everything we brought back from the Vault-Tec HQ, including the most important thing, the Vault-Tec version of a comm hub, or Vault Hub, as I started calling it.
Go on.
Actually, thanks to Vault Hub, I've already made some progress starting repairs to the real thing. Turn it on and I'll show you what I mean. I'm sure you remember that noise. What you're hearing there are radio signals from all the nearby ASAMs. Turns out that's how the sensors and the hub connect with each other. Kind of obvious when you think about it. Don't know how I didn't realize sooner.
Makes sense.
Now, if you listen carefully, you can probably tell something ain't right. Seems Vault-Tec had problems with their hub's receiver module. We can't establish a stable connection. But, watch what happens when we bypass the crappy receiver in the Vault Hub and instead patch in the far superior comm hub version. Now that sounds a whole lot better, don't it? Clearly the receiver from the comm hub works just fine. And that little demonstration is how we can use the Vault Hub to start testing components of the comm hub. Through trial and error, we can swap out parts, find what works and what doesn't, what we need to repair and what we need to replace. It'll be a slow process, but worth it in the end. I think we're finally on the road to getting a working comm hub, and more out of our ASAMs.
You've done good work.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I was actually worried you might be losing confidence in me. Glad to know I was wrong. Oh, and by the way, thanks to that little patch job we just did, technically speaking, we're now connected to every ASAM sensor in the immediate area.
Really?
This means we can now remotely send and receive data to any nearby ASAMs. So here, take this. That's the holotape you found, the one with the new plot types. Why don't you load into that terminal there? Maybe something good will happen. You wanted more out of the ASAMs? Well, congratulations. You just uploaded data for 4 new plot types to all the ASAM sensors in the local area. Now, how's that for a little taste of what the comm hub can do? Not too shabby, huh? Although, keep in mind, when I said local, I do mean local. Right now, our range is fairly limited, at least for the time being.
Sounds like an important step.
It is, and I'm glad you see it that way. In any settlement that's not too far away, you'll now be able to build using those new plots. If you'd like, we could go test them right now. Or if you prefer, you can do it by yourself.
I don't need the help.
Fair enough. But at least take this holotape. All the information you'd want is right there, just in case you need it. Say, now that we've got a connection to the ASAMs, I wonder if we could establish communication with them. Let's see here. I think we should be able to set up communication with an ASAM. You know, two-way radio.
Hi.
try and get this radio working?
Sounds good.
All right. I've patched in the parts we need, but I think we're gonna need more power for this. So I'm gonna head down to Plutonium Well, boost its output a little. Whilst I'm doing that, it'd be really helpful if you could try tuning in the hub for me.
Sure, I can do that.
Great. Just sit yourself down at the vault hub. Keep turning the frequency knob until you get a clear signal. Then just sit back and wait for my return. Okay, won't be long.
This question. This question. Command, this is Golf Romeo 1-9er requesting additional support. Over. Command, this is Golf Romeo 1... What the... Who is this? How'd you get on this frequency? You're disrupting gunner communications. Do you know what kind of trouble that can get you in? You better tell me how you're doing this, and fast.
Distracted a bit today, Mom?
You're obviously upset.
Damn right I'm upset. Civilian gear ain't able to broadcast on this frequency. What kind of hardware are you using? Where are you broadcasting from?
I gotta go.
Given the strength of your signal, you can't be far. Once we're done with our op, shouldn't take too long to find you. Don't go anywhere.
If you'll excuse me.
Darling! I got back as fast as I could.
You listened to the radio?
Yeah. I overheard the whole thing on my Pip-Boy. The hub's broadcast frequency. It must be similar to the one the gunners use. Or at least close enough to cause disruptions. This is not good. We really don't want the gunners' attention on us. And we definitely don't want them sniffing around the comm hub. This is not good.
Whatever it is, we can handle it.
The gunners are a mercenary group. Guns for hire. Huh. Never thought about it before, but I guess that explains their name. Anyway, they ain't exactly the nicest bunch of people you'd run across. If they could find a reason to mess with you, they'll do it. By broadcasting on their comm frequency, we've probably piqued their curiosity. They'll want to know what kind of tech we're using. They may even try and take it. I don't think we can afford to let the gunners come here.
You're right. We take the fight to them.
Whoa, wait. I'd rather not fight them if we don't have to. Maybe I could talk to them. Convince them to leave us alone. Hold on. I think I could find where they're radioing from. All right. Looks like they were somewhere northeast of Olivia. Well, guess I should go check it out. Try to find these gunners, and see if I could reason with them. Although, kinda nervous. I'm used to dealing with raiders and your typical wasteland critters. But gunners, they're different. They're organized.
Don't worry. I've got your back.
You'll help? Thanks. I feel better already. Here, let me update your map. There. The gunners were somewhere near one of those markers. But I don't know which one for sure. We'll have to check each of them. All right, lead on and I'll follow. Let's see if we can talk these gunners into leaving us alone.